Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Gospel is rumored to have wept as royal kitchen maidens denied her access to the royal kitchen at Queen Naomi's order. They said while Queen Naomi was inside the kitchen trying to make meal for the king, okay? And the maidens were there to support Olori Naomi. And you know she has her own maidens. Now, she came in with two of her own maidens, okay? And they said they were in the palace trying to help her, as in the kitchen trying to help her prepare things for to cook for the Oni of Ife. Then the royal cooks of the Oni of Ife were also there trying to support her, trying to help her. Then the maidens of the royal palace, some of them were there, they were outside. You know, seeing Olori Naomi, they were very happy. Like, it's always very pleasant for them to see Olori Naomi. You know, like I said, anybody that has been blessed by God, there's nothing any man can do about it. So they said they were very, very pleased to have seen Olori Naomi, as it is alleged and rumored that they were pleased to have seen Olori Naomi. So the royal kitchen was, you know, filled up to the brim. People were outside, like outside, seated outside, because they wanted to help Olori Naomi. Some wanted to see her. They were very happy that she was in the palace. Now, as we are hearing, the royal maidens, okay, who are assigned to work in the kitchen. Remember, I told you that they do not. The women in the chef, the people who cook for Oni of Ife are not women. It's only men who cook for the Oni of Ife. So his royal chef are all men. They are 3 in number that cook for the Oni of Ife. But they have maidens who are around there who will help to do some other things in the kitchen. So they said this royal maiden, when Gospel came, Gospel had heard that Olori Naomi was around and Naomi was in the kitchen cooking. They said Gospel came and Gospel wanted to go inside to meet with Olori Naomi or to see Olori Naomi or to greet Olori Naomi. They said they blocked everywhere and denied her access into the royal kitchen. Why? As we are hearing what is going on, they said they denied her access because that was what Naomi said, that none of them was allowed to come into the kitchen. And they said Gospel started crying. That Gospel was crying so much that what kind of embarrassment is that? Why would they stop her from going into the kitchen? That the kitchen, she is a wife to the Oni of Ife. She has right to go into that kitchen. She has right to cook for her husband. She has right to be there. And she has every right to enter the kitchen. That who told the maidens to stop her from entering the kitchen? Who gives them the right? How dare they? Like, how dare you? How could you do something like that? That happens to be what Gospel was saying. Who is that person who has a right that this is her husband's house, it's her husband's kitchen and all of that? And they said that they now answered Gospel that it was Naomi. Naomi's order. Naomi asked them not just Gospel, not to let anybody come in. Now, some people may want to say, okay, why would she do that? She's being harsh. She's not being harsh. Now, they say anybody that has been bitten by a snake before, if you see a rope, you will run. These women are very desperate. There's nothing they cannot do to undo Naomi. What if they go there and go and put something in the food to give Naomi a bad name? You want to buy a dog, give it a bad name first, right? They could come there because they are jealous about the fact that Kabiyesi will never mandate them to cook for him. None of them cooks for Kabiyesi. They said there have been a couple of occasions where even Ebony had prepared food for Kabiyesi for them to have private dinner and all of that. Kabiyesi left. Not because Kabiyesi had an appointment. They said because Kabiyesi would not want to disappoint Ebony by telling Ebony he doesn't want to eat that. Kabiyesi would just leave, right? And right now is the same Kabiyesi who is asking that Queen Naomi comes and Queen Naomi prepares food for him. This is something that you don't expect the Oloris to like. This is something that you don't expect the Oloris to go with. So anybody can come in there and do something that will give Naomi a bad name. And that was why Naomi said they should not allow any of these Oloris access told the kitchen. Naomi was right there inside the kitchen cooking. There are other places like vegetables and other things that are being caught in the area where, of course, the table is and all of that. Anybody can come and drop anything whatsoever. And Naomi said, no access, do not allow any of these Oloris access into the royal kitchen. And then gospel came. Now, if you want to go by the trajectory of event, gospel happens to be this woman who has done a lot of things that makes it very difficult for people to trust her, right? And so you don't expect Queen Naomi to think differently, right? You do not expect it. Naomi has got to do what she has got to do, knowing that she needs to protect herself. She has been there, done that. She has done everything. She has seen what these women are capable of. So she needs to protect herself. They say gospel became very melodramatic. She was crying so much. Nobody has the right to tell her what to do. It's her matrimonial home and all of that. Who asked you to come into the kitchen in the first place? You were not used to coming into the kitchen. That's the royal kitchen, and it's not for the Oloris, it's for the Oni of Ife. Oloris don't go there. Olori, as a matter of fact, Ikpe had employed people the other time. The next 2 days, they dismiss all the people. Yes, because yes, even if Kabiyesi is married to these women, Kabiyesi knows their capacity. And so Kabiyesi is being careful. And so who is Naomi not to be careful? So this is what we are hearing if the information is true. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's still on the Royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. A show. I do well, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. They said and gospel cried so much. Gospel cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried that the embarrassment is too much. If not for Kabiyesi, if Kabiyesi was not the one giving them right to do this, they would never have the audacity to treat her the way they have treated her. Who are the Ayabas that will stop her? Why will Naomi tell Ayabas to stop her from entering the kitchen? They said that was when Blow came and met with Gospel and told Gospel that there is no need for all of this. First of all, the kitchen, we don't even have the jurisdiction to be inside the kitchen in the first place. Since you have been married to the Oni of Ife, how many times have you entered the kitchen? This is not Naomi. It is the Oni of Ife. It is the Oni of Ife that is giving this information that you do not enter the kitchen, and we don't enter the kitchen. The information is a standing information from the Oni of Ife. Don't make it Naomi's problem, because these days they say for whatever it is that Blow has been supporting Olori Naomi a lot. This is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.